Chadwick Gates, that's the guy Elvis plays. Well, they call him Chad. Chad returns to Hawaii after serving in the army for some time. And he returns to his wealthy family who are business tycoons in the fruit business. And he's saying, oh, I'm back home. And he says, you know what, Mom and Dad, I know you got plans for me, but I'm going to show you what my plans are. And sure enough, he becomes a tour guide at his girlfriend's agency. And of course, there comes a lot of music. Elvis always being the entertainer. You just know things are going to be fun once Elvis arrives. His music, well, I can see why people quite like his music. And yes, I've heard many of Elvis's songs, including Hound Dog, Jailhouse Rock, Blue Suede Shoes, and now the Blue Hawaii soundtrack. Yes, he was not only the king of rock and roll, but he was the king of entertainment. What's a romantic musical without some drama? Yes, there is a little bit of drama in here, and sometimes will make you go, I'm not going to spoil what the drama is, because it does get quite dark for such a bright, shining, happy movie, you know? Elvis was all about happiness. And yes, there's a bit of a somewhat of a love triangle involved in this, because most of the people that he takes on tour as a tour guide, they're mostly women. And I kind of had that feeling going, oh boy, yep, Elvis being the heartthrob guy he was. Yeah, of course they're going to include something like that. What I loved mostly was the musical scenes, all the scenes that involved music, all the dancing, the singing. That's the best part. That's what I enjoyed. I don't get why a lot of people didn't like this movie. I mean, after all, it's Elvis. Why does it have a low rating on Rotten Tomatoes? Why? I want this to have a higher rating. The real funny thing about this is Elvis's character's mother, Chad. His mom is played by Angela Lansbury. Angela Lansbury is still alive, and she is 10 years older than Elvis. I mean, I get it. You know, people age in different ways, and Angela Lansbury was fun. Angela Lansbury is always the show stealer in everything, from Bedknobs and Broomsticks to Beauty and the Beast and to Blue Hawaii. She really was the show stealer, and that's a big thing to say if you're talking about an Elvis movie. So that was, that's a bit odd. Was it worth watching? Absolutely. And I want to thank my friend for recommending this, because I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind seeing it again. That's how much I enjoyed it. It was such a likable, rewatchable movie, and I don't get why it has such a low rating on Rotten Tomatoes. But yet a lot of people, mostly Elvis fans, love this movie. I actually quite enjoyed this movie. That's my rating. It's worth watching again. And it's worth watching with your friends. If you're fans of Grease, the movie Grease, you might want to check this one out too.